Hi, hi.
How are you, Ajay?
How are you, Chikadevi?
I'm good, Ajay. I'm good. It's
I'm
really
so thank you for coming here.
no, Ajay. Like I have to thank you for inviting me, Ajay. Seriously, I have to.
I know this is such a thing, yeah. My this show for I think for everyone it's such a small little show, but for me it means a lot. And you took time to come here and talk to me. That itself says a lot, means a lot to me. Thank you.
Honestly, Ajay. Okay.
Yes.
I'm a bit nervous, Ajay, right now because you're such a big.
What?
You yourself is a big celebrity in Bhutan,
What?
and
Oh my God! Don't
I
say
never
that.
imagined I'd be here.
You know what? Can I call you Doji or
Of
soya
course,
bean? What
of
should I
course.
call you?
You can call me Soya or Dorji, Ajam. Anything works, Ajam.
Let's know you by your name, Temina.
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Doji Gyeltshen. I'll start with my childhood.
Yes.
I was born in a small village called Khamdang in Tashiangsi from the east. And I'm not sure, but when I was born, my sisters and brothers tell me that I wasn't born from the head, but I was born from the legs. And
Oh.
usually in the Bhutanese myths, the people who are born by the legs are considered lucky. So I don't know about that, but they say that out of superstitious and stuff. But
Mm.
my father's name was Gyeltshen, obviously. My last name is also Gyeltshen. And my mother, it plays a very important role in my life when I grew up. And sadly, at the age of 3, she passed away. And I don't remember much about her when, but people always used to tell me stories about her. This, they used to tell me stories about her, and everything about her was super nice. And her name was Lemo. And there's a very interesting thing about this name because I love this name so much. Lemo in Sharchok, it actually means people consider you a fool for being too kind. So
Oh.
yeah. So it's like a very amazing name. And my sister actually, her name is also Lemo, and Siring Yangden Lemo. So she took our mother's name. And what at the age of 3, I was my sister took the responsibility of taking care of me. We are a very large family. We are like 9, 3 brothers, me and my me and
My
my
God.
there's my eldest brother, there's the Barma, and also we have 5 sisters in total. 5 sisters, and Ajim Sring Lemo is actually my second eldest. Now, interestingly, our father, he was how do you say, he thought that bustisu education jimbachin chamchi zadani me se, so he didn't give much priority to my sisters. So interesting thing about that is now 3 of my sisters are all outside and all the 3 brothers are still in Bhutan.
Okay.
So so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the interesting
wow. Yeah,
so
my
that's the
God,
interesting
nine
thing.
siblings.
Yes, la. Yes,
All
nine
from same
siblings, la.
parents.
Yes, la. All from same parents,
Oh my God.
and mostly I grew up with Ajim gi labja jindira, dele achu disu gi labja jindira, and people always tell me like, where do you get chegi ani character di gatile baumo? Like gatile, like it mostly comes from my sisters and my brothers because my sisters usually tell me like always be nice to people, always stay humble. And there's this one thing that I always remember my sister telling me: wherever you are, like wherever you are, um, whether you are in a meeting or whether you are in a bathroom, or like if there's somebody, and never underestimate them or never down look on them, because they might you might be good at something, but they might be also good at another thing, and that is the level of expertise I always keep. So that is one of the labjas that my sister always tells me. And my name, my father actually named me Dorji Gyeltshen. I'm sure like everybody knows Dorji is actually that Buddha's tool, which is and also Gyeltshen means the umbrella, Buddha's umbrella. So interestingly, I think he named me that because that I might be soft and a bit also hard to understand sometimes. So as the youngest, being the youngest, I would say that I'm a bit spoiled, but I was never really, really good in studies, if I would say. Like study was never my thing. And but I always tried my best at everything. But my eldest brother actually is the one that got all the brain in the genes, because now he's doing a PhD in Japan, and he's living in Tokyo, and he's studying in a university there. So, but so where should I take this story now? First school that I studied was in Samsungkar,
Can I just
and
ask
I
you, how
studied.
old are you?
I am 23 years old, Arjun.
23. Okay. All right. Got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. First school that I studied was in Samsungkar, and I changed a lot of schools. From PP to 1, I studied in Samsungkar. From 2 to 3 or 4, I think, I came to Dechiling. And I will tell you that reason why I changed so many schools, actually. It's a very... also, then I went to Rinchen Kilfen, and from Rinchen
My
Kilfen, I went
school.
to Jig.
I studied there also.
From Rinchen Kilfen, I went to Jigme Namgyal, and from Jigme Namgyal, I went to Mutithang, and Mutithang to Druk School, actually. So what happens is we changed a lot of schools because we, as growing up, we were in dead poverty. I would say that the only supporting, the only one who, the breadwinner, as you say in the family, was my sister Lemo, and she would always like support. There was 7 of us, I think, like 8 of us, and she was looking after us all. And she would never say like pincha disuya like ngachi chimna wong beteria, and she would never say no, and like she would always say like we are family, so we should stick together. Chikabe dego satsang. So Anebe, like, but we were struggling because I remember this very sad story, because when I was little, innocent deva, like I had this innocence in me, and I was very naughty also sometimes. And what happened was, I remember I didn't know that we were actually in poverty, because I'm just like I think 10 or something. So like it didn't hit me in my head that I was in poverty. We were living in poverty. We were struggling. So what happened was there was this very school na sports day da and this home so aninalu like ngacha to no di dera matsua. So like I said like ngacha sports day na ani dance na chama puni stuff chiba. The teachers this sulu ani labbe delenga ani sports day gi dance na sujai koise. So then what happened was school gi denle that they told us that we need a uniform, like a white pant and a shirt, and also like a shoe and a socks as well. So Chesura Nogomana is Labdeva. Then I went to my sister and told that, and everyone like everyone who I told was like telling me that why did you do that, Kachibi Bei? Don't you know that we're actually struggling, Dorji? Like why did you do that? So that itself, that memory that I hold so deeply, and my sister Limo comes up to me and and she tells me, don't worry, I'm so sorry.
No, no, no. It's okay.
She tells me, don't worry, Doji. Just do your best in everything possible. So, my sister Lemo comes up to me, and the next day, she buys me this banki sila me bash. Banki ki thole be. She buys me this dress, this uniform, and it's also a funny story because when I was a kid, I didn't know what banki meant actually. And I thought that when you hear that word banki, I thought that you get things for free. And I remember I went to this shopkeeper once, and I thought like when you say that I want it for banki, I thought that I might get things for free. So I said like, Ajim, can I get those two YY packets for banki? And then the shopkeeper looks at me strangely, and then when are you gonna pay me? So I was like, oh shit. So that's what banki meant. So that's how I learned the hard way what banki meant actually. Give me a minute, Ashim. This is really unprofessional of me. I'm very sorry.
No, 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 no.
So, in terms of whatever I wanted to do in life, my sister was my biggest supporter in everything. She was my biggest supporter. And I remember as a kid, I never wanted to be an actor actually. My first dream ever was actually to be a rapper. And I used to
Wow.
listen to this. I used to listen to this Eminem songs, Tupac Shakurgi songs. This to listen there, and then I remember my sister telling me, "Please pursue that. If you want to do that, go pursue it. No worries." And then I remember she brought me this first ever smartphone when I was 16 years old, and now when I was in high school, I saw this, I'll call this person Star, okay, because I call this person Star because I just wanted to exactly be like him. I wanted to be exactly like him. He was in movies, he was in BBS, he was everywhere, and I was like, oh my god, this is the life I want to live. Like, look at this person. So somehow, in the when I was, I think in ninth or seventh grade, I got this small opportunity. I got this small opportunity to be in this workshop, and there was this person, the star, and what happened was everybody was like, hey, look at that, look at that person, that's the star, yeah, that's Star. So let's go and take some photos. And then like they were taking photos, and I was like, oh my god, is that really him? Is that really him? Ko inamo, minamo. Yeah, like then I went closer, and like it turned out to be him actually. It turned out to be him. He was amazing. He was handsome. He was tall, and like I was like, oh my god, like nervous, feel baby. I didn't even know what to say actually. So like that is my dream of being a rapper actually ended very lasted very short, because I went up to this Star, and then I asked like, sir, any photo chi shugame, sir, please, like I'm a huge fan love chiba. So what happened was he said this word, I still remember it in my words. Like he said, garachiga patab dewachin ngache celebrities here bombing over slab deba. So that was like, oh my god. I mean, I looked up to that person. He was such a fan, and what happened was, it kind of hurt that I looked up to this person. So when people tell me that, like, why do I reply to all those comments, and like, why do I reply to all the messages that I get, I tell inside my head, there's this small voice like, don't be like him, said. And so my parents, So my uh, my dream of being a rapper kind of ended from him. But I don't want to name him because I kind of think it made me strong at the same time. And at the same time, I feel that it's good reason that it happened. There's a reason for me that it happened. So when I was in 10th grade, when I was in 10th grade, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm letting my family down, say. Like, I'm not good in studies. My brother is doing excellent in studies. He's a YHS topper. He's a Golden Youth winner. And at the same time, there's so many other people at my age doing so well. So why can't I do like them, say? So I thought like exploring Bashim. So I went on this path to explore myself. Like Kachira Betay Ashim. Kachira Betay Mosh. Karate na martial arts ya Betay, karate na Z Mosh. Karate na Z, and sister was the only one who supported me also. And at the same time, my brothers were also supporting me. And I tried to do also magic tricks and stuff. And then I remember once, like my teacher, she said there was this Merchant of Venice ki monologue chi do chi petanna labde. So Merchant of Venice ki petanna labde. And surprisingly, I said okay. So ani monologue ki koi so audition zoom chi ani school re benalebe ani students tisu ani baiba ashim. So audition nalebe. So what happened was I had like we were given 3 days to prepare the monologue, and then what happened was I was kind of lazy at that period, so I didn't practice at all. So so that's when I first met Madam Charmy Cheda. She is always an amazing person. She's always an amazing person, a huge figure in my life also. So what happened was I didn't prepare the monologue that my teacher gave me, and there was this every student was put in this auditorium, and they said like you have to act this out, and monologue the anime love kumare, you have to act it out, say. So I was like "Kadebe benna kimi da an practice ganya." It was this very long monologue, so I still remember. So if this monologue I never thought like acting would be my thing, but like I don't think that's so. So when it came to my turn, I said like I'm not going to recite monologue for you guys because everybody is doing that. So I said I will act as a chicken, Silapshiba. I will act as a chicken, Silapshiba. I knew I was going to embarrass myself. So I still remember I went, they were like shocked, and they said, okay, you can act like a chicken. So Ma'am Charmy was like 1, 2, 3, and then I just went like, bah, 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 bah. And then like, everybody in the room was like laughing.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, and then?
Everybody in the room was laughing, and Madam Charmy was like, I thought like, oh God, I embarrassed myself. Kimi Deburo, I gave my best, Silapchi. I gave my best, Kimi Silapchi. So like, I said like, I'm not gonna get selected for this. It's okay, Lapchimosh. So a week later, I found out that I got selected.
Wow.
And surprisingly, so that's when I met a lot of people, and Madam Charmy said, like when I acted on the stage, I felt different. I always felt different, and Madam Charmy would always tell me like, Dorji, you have this gift. You have this gift. Please don't let it go. Say, please don't let it go. Say. So I didn't know, like people say that I'm good in acting, say, but I felt like I was not that good. But still, then I said like, okay, so maybe I should give this a try. Say. So surprisingly, I did a lot of drama and theater with Madam Charmy, and somehow like I knew that I wasn't good in studies, I wasn't gonna excel in that. So let me try this with this drama and thing and everything. So I gave my 100% to acting and everything, and then I think it was just like I think there was class 10 exam, Big C exam, and just before that, like 3 weeks back, I got this call, and then somebody tells me that would you like to do this poem recitation and stuff. So I said, like, I heard you're good in acting. Would you like to do some kind of this? And then I said, okay, let me try it. I'm not sure. So I didn't know that Madam Charmi was also working with that. So I met with Madam Charmi. They picked me up from school. I was in Mutithang school that time. They picked me up from school, and then they took me to this huge mansion. I was like, oh my god, this project is going to be big, Sinoime. So it was Lynchin Sringtopge's house, actually. I didn't know that. But we went there, and then when I saw Lynchin Sringtopge, I was like, oh my god. So like Chalinchia Bay, and he was a very nice person. He was an amazing person. He asked if I ate, did I drink anything, do you want anything? So then Madam Charmi told me that you're going to be doing a recitation for Mountain Echoes, and you're going to be doing with the current Prime Minister. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, yes, yes. But outside, I was like, okay, okay. So that was one of my happiest moments. And when everybody saw that poetry recitation, they loved it. They were like, oh my god, this guy has talent. But I didn't like, at the same time, there also came the negativity with that. So what happened was, there were so many weird rumors and stuff. People started calling me the adopted son of Sring Topge. Then they started saying that I might be married to his daughter. I was like, no, where did these rumors come from? And then they started saying that, they started put some really heavy expectations on me. And then at the same time, my study was going very bad because I was in 10th grade, and my study was going very bad. And then I remember when the result was announced, I did very bad. I think like I only had like 59%, and I couldn't qualify the Pixie. And but then still, I remember my brother coming up to me. I remember my sister coming up to me, and they would say like, Kimi, no worries. We got you. We're going to send you to the best school, that is in UA. Then I was like also tearing up that time because they expected so much from me, and I felt like I didn't give my best and I wasn't achieving anything out of this in Riva. Then I was so that's when like we had this moment, like a picnic, and they started to cheer me up, like, Asiti, Kimi, don't worry, like, don't worry about this result and stuff. It's nothing. You don't have to worry about that, Silabdeva. So then I get this call. Like, I was so depressed. Didn't know what to do. I felt like my life was getting nowhere, say. Like, I saw kids of my age doing really well, better than me. And at the same time, I became so depressed. And I think that's when that was the first time. It was a very funny time, but that was the first time I went into depression. And that's when first time I tried to commit suicide. I was in the bathroom. I locked the room, but that's also a very funny moment if I think about it. I tried to hang myself, but then like my brother knocks at the door, and then he says like, Dorji, and I was like, such a moment, yeah. There was like such a moment, and then I was like depressed, and then I opened the door. I was like, that's not it. That's not how I want to go. So, I said, that's okay. I'm just gonna. So, luckily, I would advise the viewers to always have hope. Hope is the best thing, because then after the result was announced, after a month had passed, I got this call, and I still remember who called me that time. It was Limpo Norbuwanchu. He's from Kili. and he told me that how do you say, you need to visit my office. So I went to the education minister, and he told me that you're selected for a scholarship. Congratulations! And the tears just rolled my eyes. And that's when I went to Druk School, and I really felt that my talent had given me that Sinuiba. So that was like really a proud moment, and my family was like, amazing, Dorji. Please keep going, say. Please keep going, Silabdeba. So that was the most amazing moment in my life, one of the most amazing moments in my life. And they were the Anale, like I wanted to do more of acting. So wait, no, actually, I didn't want to do more of acting, but I always had this passion of doing theater and stuff. And at the same time, what happened was I became a little bit focused on studies. Then I thought like this is not gonna get me anywhere. This is my second chance. So I became a little bit focused on studies. So I deactivated my Facebook, I deactivated my Instagram, and I deactivated everything. I deactivated like all my social medias, and I started to focus on my studies. But Kaimchi Try Beru 12th na, it's a very funny story because I also made a video on that. 12th na, when the results were announced, when the result was announced, I remember my three friends, and then I remember checking my result, and I was like, shit, I just got 65, got in the most. And then my other friend who got lower than me, he was like, Allah makino, we were dead. Now, surprisingly, I have this best friend called Kinley. And Kinley is an amazing, he's a very humble, kind, and really amazing person. So he comes, and then he says like, "Why, Chisu, I'm just toto imagine, nga game toto no some time, nga result tawara manos love deba." Then now che, I'm just watching slapching. So we turn on the TV. We're in his house, and we turn on the TV, and there's this his face, and in the BBS that he topped Bhutan Sitendeva. So we were like, che gume to we felt betrayed. We felt betrayed, and he was like, "Why killing them? So ye do all of it. Why para dandi tende lavchi?" So it was a really amazing moment. But even when I didn't do well in studies, I remember my brother and my sisters telling me, "Don't worry about it. We're going to look something, and we're going to try some things, Neva." So luckily, somehow, I got this because I have to thank my brother for this, because my brother was the one who researched session. So he researches everything, and then he told me to try in Lowden scholarship. He told me to try in Sherapchi scholarship, Lidergi scholarship, and he told me to try everywhere. And then gotta try Beodalu. Like luckily, I got this SARC scholarship in HSTU in Bangladesh to study developmental studies, and it's a tuition waiver scholarship, but still it was beggars can't be choosers, you know. So I took it. I took the opportunity, and yeah. So I have to thank my brother for this. And at the same time, what happened was um, after that, I really wanted to like that feeling that I got working with Madam Charmy, that when I was on stage, always lingered inside me like 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 I was meant for this sumchibe. Like I'm not sure. Like anzumchi choiba. So I started to look for opportunities. So I heard like audition this online knowledge. So I auditioned for this I don't know, Disney mountain climber Tenzin Silam movie domination. And in audition but sadly they rejected and said that you're too far away, Slabde. And at the same time, I remember trying for this small. I think I also auditioned Pao Choing Dojigi movie na try the monk with the guns, Slabde. So full moon Gyanina. So he was really humbly, he rejected also, and he said, but I didn't mind that, because for some reason I auditioned for a lot of Bhutanese films, but nobody gave me a reply. But Pao Choik Doji was the only person that gave me a reply saying that I'm sorry, but we cannot have you. And that felt good, actually. that really felt good. That like, yeah. So I took it as a growth, and then somehow like I said like maybe I think my best days are gone. Like I'm chira unime like kanchi famous thing. I'm chi like I think my prime minister monologue was the only high peak that I am supposed to go silabe. So I just completely gave up on acting, and somehow somehow I got this call in the middle of the day, and then there's this very bold voice, and then he tells me like, "Che Dorji imo, so I heard you're good in acting. Actually, any film chi ba, so would you like to try acting for that sort of it?" So we didn't know whose film it was or what film it was. They were the like we had to do like 10 auditions again and again and again and again. There was like 50 of us, and from 50 it became to just 10, and from 10 it just became 7. And then at the end we found out that it was Zonsa Jamia Kensei's Rinpoche's film. And then that's how like when we found out that, and we were so amazed and so humbled, and at the same time uh, my families were I had to tell this to my family. So I remember I was in Bhutan for the audition, and after the audition they announced that this is Zongsa Jamia Kensei's film. So and then I went back home, and all my families were gathering, and they were saying like, so what happened Gachpi, like please tell us. And then but I told them it was Rinpoche's film. They were like, World Cup, Gegil Zumbera, Ngachi Bhutan World Cup, Gegil Zumbera. We were like, yes, yes. And they were like, Dorji is gonna become a star. Dorji is gonna become big. and and they didn't reveal like who got the role, but then after like they revealed that I had to play as the lead's younger brother who finds out how he dies, say. So it was a huge achievement at the same time, and it was really amazing. And I don't know, ngalo actually hemade actually there was zero amchi miba actually. I feel I honestly was an atheist. Like I was honestly an atheist, and at the same time like superstition the understand amchi belief bini mi. So now as a Rinpoche, when I had an audience with Rinpoche, I felt something like I couldn't scratch it, but I felt something like a small connection zumchi, like this spark zumchi. And Rinpoche was always amazing. He's always amazing, and he was always humble. He talked with the caste. He ate dinner with us, and then I remember when we were doing shooting, and I had to do my part, and they said the script is in Dzongkha. And so all of the people in the set knew that actually the poem recitation mostly it was in English, and they thought that I was really weak in Dzongkha. So like I felt looked down upon. So what happened was there was this line of pages, and it was all in Dzongkha. So I remember like I should never disappoint. I should give my 100% and never disappoint anyone, because this is a team of experts in Riva. And I always look up to experts. I look up to Achu Karma Samdrup, who's been in the film industry for so long. I look up to Achu Kunzang Nurbu as well. And all of the people were amazing there. So what happened was, I remember when it came to my turn, and they set the lights and everything, and they said action, and I just like went out and I did my line, and then they didn't have to take it again. And then the talent ranger, I remember Ajim Eden coming up to me and then telling me, Soya, what was that? It's like when you act, the whole energy of the room is taken by Yulo. Then I felt like, Ajim, but I don't know, I always act like that, Lachi. Then Achukarma Samdru came to me, and then they were like, Hani ben chajai me boslo. Ani ben true talent lavilo. So I was like, was it really that big, Silachi? Like, I didn't feel that it was good. But then at night when we were having dinner, Rinpoche always eats with us. So when Rinpoche, everybody was staring at me for some reason. I didn't know why. And then Rinpoche comes to walks in and then sits at his chair, and he tells me, Dorji, come here. So I bow down to him and say, Lal Rinpoche. And then he tells me, you have a gift. Please never let it go. You're really good in acting, love there. The intuition, chigi, and directly be woman love there. So please don't let it go, love. So that's when I only felt that it was really, how do you say, maybe I am that good, say, I don't know, but I still wanted to, like, keep myself down, say. But I said, like, thank you so much, Rinpoche. I'm trying to pursue this career of mine, Lapche. And so yeah, so that's so far. And it was, I think those are the two huge moments in my life, and I would never forget it. Working with Rinpoche was a huge blessing, and he was the one, actually, Rinpoche was the one who gave me my name Soya. And
Oh.
for some, yeah, so he was the one who gave me my name Soya. And I would have never gotten into TikTok or anything if it wasn't for Rinpoche, because I made this TikTok account because character, yeah, yemen ajin. So yeah, character they actually TikTok na nam some addictive yemichi me wade. So ani bindigi, I thought, like, I make this TikTok account ani gaslonga. I wanted to give my 100%, so I make this TikTok account for character development kitenle. So ani I have it still in my bio for character development. So
Oh.
I keep that always to remember where I came from. So that's why, like, so far, I feel like it's all due to Rinpoche's blessing. And I hope, and there are so many supporters, and they're telling me, like, please keep going. And they ask me, like, how do you feel having like 50K or 10K followers? I say that to myself, like, to the starting line na he chamchizum feel beme se, because I feel I've reached nowhere. Say, starting line na he chamchizum feel beme, and at the same time, I'm honestly, there's no words to describe, but thank you so much for the support. And Ashim is also one that have been watching my videos nonstop, and you have been supporting me a lot. Thank you so much for calling me in your live also.
Can I just say something now that I've heard your full story, no? I'll just go
Yes.
a little part by part, okay, as I remember, because that was like a very interesting moment of up, down, tears, laughter, So,
Yes,
atiti ngani, asiba to atiti. But I'll tell you something, okay? You are 9 siblings, Novatemo, and you lost your mom when you were 3 years old. And of
yes,
course, I'm sure, like, somewhere deep down, you miss your mother. No, nobody can replace your mother, but you're very lucky that you had your sister to take a mother's role for you, who's always been there. So shout out and huge respect to your sister, Lemo.
yes,
She did something that she didn't have to. She didn't really have to do it. She could have just focused on her own life, but she chose to look after and be there for her family, which is like hats off to her. Number two, the when you met that celebrity, like what Pao Choning is actually like. We are a school frenzy, and we kind of
oh,
sometimes we chat and all that. And I was also like, we were just saying, like, celebrities. He was the one who told me, like, celebrity, the word is a very big word for a small country like Bhutan.
yes, no,
You know,
that's true.
nobody is like that holds a status or that reputation or has had that much of a accomplishment to be called a celebrity. That's what he said in Bhutan, except for our His Majesty. Oh, who's
Yes, no,
who's way
that's true.
beyond that also. Oh. So
Yes,
uh sorry that whoever that guy was kind of crushed your sweet innocent dream. That was really
I think
like
it's okay.
not done. No, I don't think it's okay because it's you, and you were literally in tears. Yeah, you were talking and you were in tears, so I can pretty much imagine how much you
Yeah.
must have hurt you as
I
a
think,
as
like,
a young kid.
I should have understand it from his perspective also. There were so many people coming up to him and saying, like, you please give us an autograph.
I mean, if you are going to be in the public eye, it's something that you chose, no? You chose to do that. So now it's
Yes,
your responsibility to be there for the people who are supporting you, really. and be so nasty to a kid and say like paga kara the chiga patap dego bachindi gachilo gachina chimbedi me, you know, he shouldn't even have to be in this profession, to be very honest. I'm sorry, but we do have some people like that in Bhutan. Me wa ati success thom chi pa na me same yan dum jomi chi yu. Oh. So I'm sorry that happened to you. You know, that doesn't define you, that just defines him. Okay, and I hope and I pray that you become so much bigger than this guy and you remain this humble, you know.
Okay.
You change it, you change the you change how it happened to you, and when somebody comes to you for a picture, you are that nice genuine person who sits and who takes a picture with the kid, you know, who's your like whatever follower or your fan or whatever, you know. And thirdly, when you felt that you were not, you know, you were comparing yourself to your friends who are doing so well in life, your brother who's doing like amazing in life, and you haven't achieved much, and that, you know, you got into depression and you were almost committing suicide and all that. You know, it happens. It's all a part of
Yeah.
growing up in the world. We always try to, we always compare that no matter how much you try not to do it, when you're like surrounded by people who are all doing well, and then you feel that you haven't, like, you know, done much. It's all unaimable. But I really believe in one thing. See, just before a breakthrough comes, just after a breakdown comes a breakthrough.
Yeah.
So that must have been your lowest phase. You know, that was when you were almost going to hang yourself. And imagine you succeeded. Just imagine what would have happened. Imagine your brother
So
didn't knock on the door to use the toilet. Imabush? Yeah.
yes, lah.
So see, just before a breakthrough, there is a breakdown, you know, and you broke down, but you went on, you went forward, and then came your breakthrough where you got your scholarship, where you're getting all these offers. We got a chance to work with Zonsa Khensa Rinpoche.
Yes, lah.
You
That's
know,
true,
you
lah.
had this, yeah, you had this opportunity to do this monologue with our prime minister. Who gets that? You know.
That's true, lah.
But in life, no, life, Nalu, because I'm much older than you and I've kind of lived life and I've kind of, you know, passed through the stages that you've been through as well. You know, life is not always going to be, I'll tell you, like applaud, or it's not always going to
Yes.
be like joy. It's not always going to be success where everybody is like rooting for you. It's not going to be like that because that doesn't work in, that doesn't happen in. You'll have your ups, you'll have moments of down, you'll have
Yes.
sometimes stagnancy, you know, you where you feel like you're not going anywhere, you'll feel that, then you'll have up down up down. I hope that, I really want you to have that strength, you know, when you're going downhill, you should have that strength and you should remember that this too shall pass. Yeah. You know,
That's
just
true.
as good days will pass, bad days will pass, stagnant days will pass. Okay, so
Yes.
next time, right now you are riding high, you know, you're doing well. Of course, you're an excellent actor. I think way better than quite a few actors in you know, in Bhutan, you know, really.
So much.
You're amazing, you're gifted, you know, but there will be moments where some people will pull you down. Guaranteed.
Yes, lah.
Don't let
That's
that
true.
affect you.
Of course.
Don't let that affect you. You just keep focusing on your goal. Be in the moment. Enjoy the present moment. Enjoy the process. Everything is a learning process.
Thank you so
Okay,
much,
you are,
Ajin.
you are amazing. You're amazing. It
Me,
will
it
really
is
be.
coming from you, Ajim. It really means a lot, Ajim. And I
Another thing
remember,
is, no, don't downplay yourself. Don't downplay yourself. You know, you don't downplay, because I like ngachi Bhutanese ki ani culture na duba de da phale rogi asisi. Wait, so I actually say me ngachi anu sumchi lam ni yoba. We kind of always put ourselves down. I do that too. I'm exactly like you. Huh? I downplay myself to the point my husband gets mad at me. But no, don't downplay yourself. Okay, you know you're good. Just stay humble. Don't let it get to your head.
okay,
You know, but you accept
yes,
it. Accept it. You're good. You're
yes,
amazing. And that monologue, oh my God, Ngayani, I remember seeing it a few years ago on Facebook in a gatina chinga itonchi and I was wondering, my God, this guy, who is this guy? And then you know, when I realized it was you, somebody had posted on TikTok, and then you said, no, yes, guys, oh, this is not me, this is my cousin. Then only
Yes.
I realized, my God, it's him.
Oh.
My God, really, you're really like gifted. And theater nalu acting, you know, what drama, theater nalu, because there is where like even Charmy made me do one theater act. I don't know if you know, but oh my God, that was the scariest day of my life. It takes a lot of guts,
Yes.
innit? No retakes. You're in front of the audience, 300 people, and you can't forget your lines. You have to act and deliver your dialogue, and you do it so perfectly. You're a natural image.
Thank you, Ashim. It really means a lot coming from you, Ashim. It really does, Ashim. Thank you
No,
so much.
really. And Charmy, no, Charmy notices talent, huh? She notices it. She always
Yes.
tells, no, if she sees a person who fits into one of her characters, she will bring that talent, she will pull that talent out of you.
True, Ashim.
She's
True.
that good. She's
She
going to
will,
be my
she
next
will,
guest
amazing, Ashim.
on
Amazing.
Instagram. But yeah. Yeah, my God.
Uh,
So what are your future plans, Yoga? Gachi movie, gachi binigyan ni Yoga?
I have future plans as in Ashim. I want to finish my college first of all, and after finishing college, I want to see. I want to see where life takes me. Like so far, life has been good. It's been gifting me, and I know there will be, like you said, Ajin. I know there will be downs at the same time, but I want to keep smiling and say that this is not over yet. Say, and I want to keep going. So I think for now only, like I don't want to think too much ahead. I want to finish my college and maybe see where this TikTok and all gets me. But thank you. I've been gifted with so many supporters, and one of them is you. And at the same time, I really feel humbled every time I see people supporting me and saying like, "Please keep going, Muchu. Please keep doing this." And I want to thank all of the viewers here today as well.
Yeah, yeah. And TikTok, no, if you know how to use, okay, if you know how to use, it's an amazing platform for growth. You can
Yes,
really grow. Use ra beshi bachin ngachi social media use beshi go bebate mo. Just because
yes,
social media you and it's like, you know, anybody can use whenever, whatever say love the look. We kind of get a little atitiani razizum bejoni duba ngachi mi diso. But if you really know how to use you, this is the platform. This is the fastest growing platform in the world, TikTok.
yes, that's very true,
You
love.
know? Yeah. So your one video goes viral. Like say, okay, say you are like into yeah, you know, you showcase your talent in Mimina, and it goes viral around the world. Somebody notices you. You know, anybody notices you,
Yes,
and they hire you. You know, all these things possibility dubate.
in a love.
No,
That's very
if
true.
you know how to use, if you know how to, and you know how to use with your comedy, with your real life comedy, how everybody, all of us can connect, you know. And one of your thing naludi ngachilu garalu happen better benusi, you know.
So,
And very real and very raw and very like gachimo imidi show bimi, and that's what we want to see, no? We don't want to always see like all decked up and all like makeup and all like looking handsome and beautiful and lip syncing. Attara dita ko minewa timo. Sometimes we want a little bit of reality also, no?
yes, true, love.
Wow. So yeah, really amazing. I loved your story.
Thank you so much, Ajahn. But I don't know if
How are you doing?
anybody
How are you doing mentally right now?
mentally, as in, I'm good, lah. I'm good. But I'm good. But I will go back to. I sometimes tend to think like, how do you say, where is this all gonna go, or like. But for now, I'm keeping myself busy. I am taking some clients' offers. I'm making some ads, and at the same time, they tell me like what they kind of want, and we work on it, and at the same time, I had this Arabic client who said he wants me to make an ad for him, so I made one for him. And there was this offer from consultancies also, and at the same time, there's this also a beauty parlor in Australia. I'm gonna be releasing actually that video today, that ad video
Oh,
today.
okay. So we'll all be
So,
waiting for it. Oh, so you're
so
doing ads and you're earning from there, you know?
from ads and also from TikTok, also from live at the same time. So I'm keeping myself busy at the same time. I don't want to think too much about it and doing here, and keeping yourself busy is the best strategy to not think too much and just go with it.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes what also helps is, yes, keeping yourself busy also like works when you tend to overthink and all that. But sometimes when you kind of just sit down and just kind of, get into your thoughts, like where are you, life nalu, how are you doing, present moment, anuzumbe meditation and all that actually also helps, huh?
Yes,
Like
la.
keeping
Yes,
busy is good also, but even this side of kind of slowing down is also kind of good, remember, in the long run. So try
yes,
that
very true.
out.
Of
Try
course, la.
that out.
Of course.
Thank you so
Uh,
much. And can I ask you to give a little like words of advice for people your age, because you're so young, 23, 23 years
oh,
old, gone through a
honestly,
lot.
I don't consider myself young, but still, a word of advice would be uh, like do what you love. I would say do what you love, and if you have a doubt that you might not succeed in the future, just ignore that doubt and just keep going, and you will get there somewhere. So I still have some of my how do you say, like nuchus and followers. I call them nuchus, and they text me and they say like, Acho, like how do I, like, create content like you, and how do I like act like you? And I tell them like, just how do you say, just first like start small and then just keep going, and you'll eventually reach there. So that is all, Lajan. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this episode. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Really, like, you are a full package. Good looking, handsome, smart, intelligent, and talented. A full package you are. I wish you all
Thank
the
you so
best.
much.
Lah. I hope that whatever you aspire to be, you be that. Shukala.
Yes, Raj. Am I dating or not? So I'm dating
Oh,
for four
okay.
years, and she's currently a doctor in Jigme National Hospital. So thank you, thank you so much. That's all.
Wow,
Thank you so much,
congratulations,
Ajay.
a doctor.
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Gyeltsen's brother, lo.
Yes, La.
Who's
Yes, that's my brother's
wow.
name. He's the Golden Youth winner, and also, yeah. Uh, thank you so much.
Where is your upper now, lo?
I think he's in Pinchiling, Tsambebe. So I think he completed Losum, and now he's in Pinchiling. And the Rinpoche's movie is called Pig at the Crossing. They will be screening soon online in at the website called pigcrossing.com. So you can search it up there, la. And right now they're screening in India, Bir. So they're doing a theater screening for 2 days, and after that they will screen online. So basically, the poem was actually written by Madam Charmi Cheda Bhutan, and she did an amazing job. And she was the one who guided me through everything. She said I should act like this. You shouldn't feel that he's a prime minister right now. When you're on stage, you're a youth trying to convey a message to the youth, saying that the government is also always there for him, there for them, and but they have to try harder to prove themselves more. And so the poem was actually written by Madam Charmi Cheda, Charmi Bhutan. I'm sure she's really famous nowadays. So yes,
Yeah.
it was. People think that I wrote the poem, so like I'm just telling this. I didn't write the poem. It was written by Ma'am Charmi
Yeah.
Cheda.
Short stanza chi recite benalo.
I don't remember much of it, but I do remember this one line where I keep saying, "Oh my God, crop tops! Oh my God." That's all I remember from the poem.
Really good. I just asked Dorji one time, like, would you like to come, sir? He was like, yes, Ajim, anytime. No, you just like replied instantly, and
Because
that was really nice of you, huh?
I've been watching your podcast for a long time now with Miss Anchor and also with Ajim Denkar and also a lot of people like, so it's really interesting, Ajim. So is that,
Yes.
and my how for some reason my followers they keep asking me this same question over and over again, like che katita school che like how did you get that opportunity with Prime Minister che Rinpoche film ne dumo, then they keep asking again and again. So like I thought like I make it once and for all katibe winga, so like everything clear. And so I thought Ajim's podcast was the best opportunities there. So
I
that's
thank
why I
you,
do.
thank you so much. I But how was it? How was the experience acting? Like, was that like what was the first movie you've acted in? Is the Pig in the Crossing the
It's
first movie?
Rinpoche's.
Or
Yes, yes,
that's your
it's
first
Rinpoche's
movie?
film. Yes, that's my
Okay.
first
And
movie.
how was the experience? How could you like kind of an action selap jithen chia?
It kind of went, yeah. And Zumchiro Onyashin. Like people were telling me that like you did very good, law. Then I didn't want to believe it, but then they said like we don't need much more footage from you, Slapda. Then I found out that it was Anchira Lejumcho. So that's how everything. And working with Rinpoche and being it's an amazing opportunity. Like I'm very humbled by getting this experience. It was amazing because I got to meet like huge stars like Achukarma Samdrup, and I got to meet like Kunzang Norbu also. There were so many. There was Ajim Sonam also, and uh, everybody was really amazing. And I just knew that I cannot screw this up. There was this a voice inside my head saying that I cannot screw this up. This is a once in a life and an opportunity. So please do 100%, give all your 100%. Say so. And when Rinpoche called me and said that please don't you're good in acting, Silabdalu, then that's when I felt that yes, I think it went well. So that's the only time I felt like it went well. So
Yeah. Wow.
like they oh yes, after working with Rinpoche, like I became a very, how do you say, religious person after that, like because I felt like it was all due to his blessing that I got this much attention and stuff, and also this kind of success, a small success in Beria. I felt that it was all due to Rinpoche's blessings.
Yeah. Some people are just gifted. See, they're gifted with talent and opportunities.
Loved your acting and the lead's acting too. Lama Zhenpen's acting was phenomenal. Thank you so much, Kidle. Thank you so much. I'd like to request a short message for you to
Yes, Happiness
substance
Center. What would you like to think? Bugduch Taju.
substance addiction. Honestly, like I would say that most people do it. They think that it gets them out of depression and it makes their life easy. Substance addiction, in a sense, I think it's just how do you say? But nowadays it's getting more common and common because people think it's more cool to be. It's like a trend now. They think like smoking one cigarette with one hand and putting a sunglass on is like how do you say, they consider it cool. And like like so that's not cool. That's not cool. Keeping yourself away from that and saying that I can be better than that guy. I I can be like I cannot let this substance get into my head and stuff. And keeping yourself clean is the most coolest person I ever seen. So that is cool. Why was the
Yeah.
fortune teller Indian? Why Rinpoche chose him to be Indian? Oh, so basically, fortune teller, his name is Parsana. He's a very accomplished actor himself in India. So Rinpoche chose him to be the fortune teller because he wanted to mix. There was this international cast, and there was, how do you say? There was Liana from Taiwan, and there was, I think, yeah, there was Yumiko from Japan. There was Japanese also, and Rinpoche wanted the fortune teller to be Indian because, how do you say? He wanted diversity. He just didn't want all the like all Bhutanese and stuff. He wanted diversity. So the supporting actor was Kunzang Norbu. He was the lead actor, and the supporting lead was Parsana. Supporting lead was Parsana, and the lead actor was Kunzang Norbu. So Rinpoche wanted diversity. He wanted to show that no matter where you are, Bardo and afterlife is always, it comes to you. It will come to you, say. So that's why like Rinpoche chose Parsana to be the.
Uh,
It's the original website lah.
what is it called?
Where can we get it? Pick at the crossing, say Google na search piu chi thiong la. Like pick at the crossing, you can search it in Google. There will be the website.
Don't worry.
Sadly, right now they're screening in India.
Oh, but now movie
Why did
theater
you
na
change
screen
schools? Movie theater now, probably they will lah, Ajam, they will. But right now they're screening in India for now, Ajam.
Oh.
Why did I change? Well, I changed school because my Ajim, she always had to change jobs after jobs. She couldn't like, how do you say? She couldn't stick to one job. She had to change to, so that's why I had to change schools with it at the same time. So that's why.
Hear a rap from you since you wanted to be a rapper. Let's hear it.
No, I can't, Ajay. Natali, I can't.
Why?
I totally gave up, and at the same time, I'm least prepared.
It doesn't matter. Any
But
Eminem, yeah. Or Tupac.
but I can sing this one song that I really love, and it's by Ray Lewis, and it's called Under the Sun. So it goes something like, I remember every second like it was yesterday. You said you couldn't see a future. I wish I felt the same. 'Cause I tried giving you all of my life. I've been to New York City, seen the Brooklyn Bridge, felt the waves in Rio crash on my skin. I got busy living to forget your love, but you still my favorite thing under the sun. You still my favorite thing under the sun. That's all.
Very nice, huh? Very nice. It was nice. It was so nice talking to you. How are you feeling now?
I'm good, Ajahn. I feel relaxed now. And I again want to thank you so much for this opportunity. At the same
Thank
time,
you.
like I think Ajim and Miss Anchor were the first two big. I would call you guys celebrity because two celebrities that actually watch my videos. And at the same time, like I saw Ajim's comment and I was like freaking out. I was like, "Bro, is Ajim famously commenting on my?" And then I saw Miss Anchor, and then I was like, "Oh, Miss Anchor is also commenting, yeah." And like one after another, like these big stars, all Karma, Atu Karma Jerry also commented, and everybody was watching, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And a lot of people are seeing my videos anyway, so like I cannot let them down now, Silambe. So I started to continue it.
You know what? You know what? You don't have to prove anything to anyone, least of all us. You don't, there is, you will never let us down. Just make sure that you don't let yourself down. You give your best and you don't have to. I'll tell you something, okay? In life, if you want to really be happy, okay? I don't know about being successful, but if you want to be happy, try not to have too much expectations from others and from yourself. You do what you do best, and you're so talented. You are a literal, like, uh, house of talent. You do
Thank you so
that.
much.
You do that. You can call me a content creator, because I'm quite active on
Okay.
social media. A content creator, that I
Okay.
am, but not the thing. You just don't have to worry about letting others down. Just make sure you don't let yourself down. And I'm sure your mother is watching you down at you right now, very proud of you.
Thank you so much, Ashim. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
And
Thank you for your time, and lots of love to you. We'll stay in touch. Are you on Instagram?
yes, La Ashim. Yes, actually, I will.
Okay, so
I
I'll
will.
find
I will. I will text Ashim. I'll text Ashim after this.
last. We'll stay in touch, and we'll talk more there.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Ashim. It's been a pleasure.
Thank,
It's been a pleasure.
thank you so much. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best, really. So, thank you. Thank you.